we have somebody in to talk about an event that's going on this weekend. Actually, Steve is involved with this. It is going to be at the Oaks Center Cinema, and the movie is called DOGSPIRACY. And Steve, you want to set up a little bit of that?
Yeah, a British vet took it upon himself to spearhead this movement and this documentary that exposes the billion-dollar, maybe even more, global industry of pet smuggling and puppy mills and so on and so forth. And somebody, you've heard me mention my dog Kizzy on the air, and Kizzy came vis-a-vis the woman we're going to speak to in just a second from FindingShelter.org. And her name is Grace Herbert. So, Grace.
Welcome, Grace.
Yeah. Good morning to see you.
Good morning to you. Nice to have you by.
And Grace, you are featured in this documentary, and that's how it became part of what I'm involved in as well. Explain what this is all about and about the screening and what people can anticipate.
So my dear friend, Dr. Mark Abraham, who you just mentioned, he's a veterinarian, and he wanted to do a project about what they've just done in England. They've passed some laws over there to end pet store sales of dogs and cats. And they've done it in England, Wales, Scotland. Well, we've been trying to do it here for 10 years in Pennsylvania through Victoria's law. And he said, let's see what we can do if we join forces, talk about this, and talk about what's going on in Pennsylvania.
So, I mean, I'm aware, I've been aware of a lot of this, but as you watch what is depicted in the documentary and even in the trailer, which is available on PrestonandSteve.com, you realize that you're dealing with this. One of the horrific byproducts of this is that there are little of dogs and cats that are being bred in these mills and these facilities where the organs are missing and organs are outside their bodies and they're living in pain, and it's a nightmare. That's some of the stuff you see on a weekly basis when you're going out to the puppy mills in Western PA, correct?
There are different levels of it.
Yeah.
Most of my rescues take place in Lancaster County,
okay.
But I do go all over southeastern Pennsylvania, up through central Pennsylvania. In 15 years, I've picked up about 10,000 dogs, just myself in my van.
Yeah.
And you see a wide range of things.
Right.
And some dogs come out and they're these social, gentle, sweet creatures like your Kizzy.
Yeah.
Some are like my little Sarah who's with me, who are puppies who need a lot of medical care. And then there are a lot of dogs who are just a good example of the industry and why we need to fix this.
And it's a very lucrative industry, right?
Yeah.
And that is the big enticement now. But for a couple of things that we can do as animal lovers and people who want pets in their lives, things that we can do to help make this a non-issue, and that would be Victoria's law is a good place to start, right? So explain what your efforts are involving that.
So Victoria's law would end the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits in pet stores across Pennsylvania. There are currently about 40 pet stores still operating across the Commonwealth. We want pet stores to stay in business, but to sell products and items that are there to benefit the animals, not to sell the animals themselves. If
Right.
they partner with rescue groups, they can still be a lucrative business.
And so in general, the old adage is adopt, don't shop, and obviously, these are things that sometimes people they kind of hear, but they don't pay attention to. Preston?
So by not selling animals, do you also mean like birds and snakes and reptiles and things like that?
There are some local ordinances that, like Easton, Pennsylvania just passed an ordinance where you can't sell any animals except for fish in stores. But Victoria's law solely focuses on dogs, cats, and rabbits.
Okay.
So there may be some individual ordinances that happen across Pennsylvania, but it's just dogs, cats, and rabbits, which are the most common pets that you find.
Well, it's heart-wrenching to see what happens. I mean, Kizzy has sort of a genetic defect from over breeding, and she has her front paws are bent in a weird way. She's very floppy. She's adorable. We love her to death. We adopted her as a senior. But this is some of the stuff that a little bit more reining in of this can make such a difference. Now, you're a two-prong approach with Finding Shelter. You go in and you work with these mill people to say, hey, listen, before you euthanize, and I'll come and take these animals away, but you're also legally trying to go in through the other door to get this taken care of. During the screening or after the screening of DOGSPIRACY on Saturday, there's going to be a couple people there and experts for a Q&A, which I'll be moderating. And who's going to be there as well?
I'll be there. Dr. Mark Abraham's coming from England. The director, Paul Crompton, will be there. And then we're going to have 2 legislators who appear in the film, Senator Tracy Pennycook from Montgomery County and Representative Jeannie McNeil from Lehigh County. The film's really about what we want it to be, which is transparency, accountability. People have choices. Not everybody is going to rescue. Some people will make the choice to purchase their animals. We want everybody to make the right choice. And we want them to make a good choice that makes them feel good, just so they can give these animals wonderful lives.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. So that is Saturday, and we have the link on PrestonandSteve.com. You can get tickets through that, or there are tickets available right at the theater, correct?
You can, yeah.
All right.
There's still some available, and if we sell out beforehand, we can upgrade to a bigger theater. So let's sell it out.
All right. So doors open at 4, and the whole thing starts at 5 o'clock, and then the Q&A is after that.
And I'll be moderating that from 6. And obviously, it's the earlier part of the evening, so you come, and if you are an animal person and inclined to want to make a difference this way, you come be a part of this, and then you have the rest of your evening to do whatever you want. But it's an important message. And again, you're just looking for transparency to get the word out. Ultimately, the goal to benefit the animals and to make them, healthier and happier, and all of us cohabitate in a much better way. So
and it's also not a doom and gloom film. It is not something where people are going to walk in and feel depressed and feel like they're just walking out of a Sarah McLachlan commercial.
Right.
It's like there's actually like a lot of hope and joyous message.
We like that.
Good.
Great.
Excellent.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Grace. Appreciate it. Good luck with everything. Grace Herbert.
Yay!
DOGSPIRACY, and it is this Saturday at the Oaks Center. And you can get tickets at oakscenter.net. And, of course, you can go to PrestonandSteve.com and get the information right there for you.